30.
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok. Any Black parents, we have adopted a Black baby. Her name is Zoe, and I don't know what to do for her hair. I have this little brush. I have something from Shea Moisture. I really don't know what to use, so please, any Black parents or anyone who knows what to do with Black children's hair, please help me in the comments. Thank you.
Oh my God. Can we talk about this obsession that non-Black people have with Black people's hair? That baby is barely out of the womb. Like, I don't think the baby even realized it's outside yet. And you worried about putting some products in her hair. Like, there are so many things you could be doing for that child. You could be feeding her, burping her, making sure she ain't got thrush. Like, so many things you could be worried about. And you worried about styling a newborn baby's hair. Like, what? I am convinced that y'all be having these kids, adopting these kids, whatever, so that you can have some sort of foot in the Black community. I am convinced. I've spoken about this with non-Black women and how they be having biracial children because that's the closest they'll ever get to belonging to the Black community. Have you noticed how, like, it always be a bunch of non-Black women in Black discussions, and then when you be like, why are you here? They be like, well, my child is Black. First of all, your child is biracial, okay? And that ain't got nothing to do with you. Why are you here right now? Take a step back. But again, I swear they be having these kids just so they can have a footing in the Black community. Like they trying to stake their position. I swear to God. And it's giving the same vibe from this dude. Like, you just adopted this baby. The baby barely alive. Like, I don't even think the baby realized it's out the coochie yet. And you got some Shea Moisture to put in her hair. I'm a Black person, and I wouldn't even have no Shea Moisture for my baby hair this early. Now, let me be fair. I don't have no kids, okay? But I tell you right now, if I was pregnant, I would not be worried about getting no damn Shea Moisture for my baby's hair. Like, what, bro? Like, leave that baby hair alone. Like, what are you saying? Be so for real. That baby hair texture probably ain't even came in yet. Because looking at the baby, I think it is a Black baby. But, you know, sometimes with Black babies, they come out with placenta perms. You know, like, their hair be looser than it's actually going to be. And sometimes they come out lighter than they're going to be, right? So, over time, they get darker. Their hair gets kinkier. So, it looks like a Black baby, right? And it looks like the baby just still has a placenta perm. That baby, like, bro, that baby is barely in the world. And you worried about putting some Shea Moisture in her hair. Like, y'all are so obsessed with Black people hair. That don't even make no sense. I am literally Black. And if I had a child, I would not have no Shea Moisture for my newborn. Like, bro, what? Like, that just, like, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. And it's just irritating. Y'all real irky. Because it's like, on one hand, maybe his intentions really was good. Because, you know, white folks learn that Black people got different hair, and I guess they figure they gotta do the most about it. Maybe his intentions was good, but I feel like if you already got a Black baby, you should know a little bit more about Black people. Like, you should have been doing this research before the baby came and realized, okay, I don't need no Shea Moisture for no newborn baby hair. Like, what? I feel like bare minimum research could have solved this problem. Like, bare minimum, just give it a little glance. Like, when you realize, oh, I'm going to adopt a Black baby, I'm assuming there's, you know, some paperwork and stuff that you have to do before you could just take a baby home with you, right? So there was time for you to go and research, like, oh, like, you know, what should I put in my Black baby's hair? Whatever. The answer is nothing. Move along, right? But it's like, it be feeling like y'all don't even bother to do no research or nothing. You just immediately start asking Black people to raise your kids for you. It be giving like mammy sort of thing or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, you could have easily researched this and figure out what you needed to know, whatever, right? You should not be this ignorant about the topic, but you did not bother to. Instead, you immediately just was like, oh, Black people, you take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Then let's pretend you didn't have the time to research this hair topic before the baby got home. Okay, you could have just researched it now instead of making this TikTok video. Like, Like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all put forth absolutely zero effort and just expect black people to jump to raise y'all kids for y'all. Like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be this worthless and this doofus, then you shouldn't have adopted a black child. That's just the reality. I feel like y'all just be adopting these black kids, and in the case of non-black women, having these biracial children just so you can like play black dress up. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's like y'all don't want to get dragged for appropriating black people, so you live your fantasies out through your children. And I'm not interested. Stop asking me what to do with your child. Figure it out. And if you don't have the capability of figuring it out, then you shouldn't have this motherfucking child. Okay? You should not have this motherfucking child. If your plan for parenthood is to have black folks raise your kids for you, go ahead on about your damn business. This is my thing. I wouldn't even be mad if y'all were asking some non-doofus questions. I would not even be mad at that, because it takes a village to raise a child. And I'm sure it is hard to raise a child, period. But then a child that is of a different background than you, right? That adds a whole added layer of uncertainty, because, my kids are going to be black. So it's like, I understand what it is like to be a black person, and, like I can help them through that experience, so to speak, right? But what if I had kids with a black guy who is not African American? Then my kids would be half whatever, and I don't understand that experience, So then, of course, I would have questions that maybe I would need to ask people of that other background, whatever, right? So I would not even be mad if y'all was asking some non-goofball ass questions. But it be the fact that y'all be asking the barest minimum dumb ass shit that shows that you haven't put any thought into this. You just figure, I'm gonna just have a black kid, I'm gonna just have a biracial kid, and then black folks will take care of the rest. That's what be having me like, yo, what?